You're in Philadelphia in 1776. It's hot. The room is crowded. You've been arguing all morning about the future of a new country. And suddenly Ben Franklin stands up and says, "Gentlemen, let's do lunch. What happens next? Let's talk about it on today's shave." Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Like I said, today we're talking more about the Congress in Philadelphia in 1776. This is a really, really pivotal time in our history. At this week, the latter part of June 1776, there's a lot of stuff going on at once. On one hand, we're talking about how we're going to govern ourselves. And we have that going on. At the same time, and at this very moment, Thomas Jefferson is composing the Declaration of Independence, which is probably the centerpiece that everybody's working towards. On top of all that, we have all the things going on. We have a lot of heat and a infestation of horseflies in Independence Hall from the stable very nearby. So you've got a lot of smart guys arguing on stuff. You're hot and uncomfortable because you're wearing wool. So call a lunch break. Well, lunch wasn't a thing in 1700s. That came along in the Industrial Revolution. But a call to get away was probably a welcome thing. And where people went was just a block or so away. A place called the City Tavern. It was probably the best bar in town. That's where Thomas Jefferson was either staying there or staying very nearby, because he kind of sequestered himself while he was composing the Declaration of Independence. And so a lot of stuff happened a few blocks away from those stables, and in a place where there was plenty of hard cider and ale and wine and all the drinking that they did, and food, mostly roasted meats and vegetables and soups, stews, you name it. And that, I think, is where a large amount of the work towards founding our country took place. So we're power lunch, which I'll call this the original power lunch. The fathers found a way to get away from the horseflies and found a place where they could do business together over a meal or drinks. Having a pretty good shave too. After we used the spike stick last time, I found that I still have a stick of Razor Rocks gold label. So these are hard to get in the United States now. But this is a terrific triple milled stick soap. And our razor today was Blacklead Vector. There's no equal to this razor. It is just probably the best razor in my fleet, bar none. But I don't use it all the time because Oh, I've got a lot of razors. Yeah, and this soap has tremendous post-pass residual slickness, we'll call it. So, what do you think of that? This kind of history. Leave a note about it in the comments below. I'll read them all. I think this is really interesting, kind of off-the-page history, and that's kind of what I specialize in. Our aftershave. I couldn't get the matching aftershave for the gold label, but Razor Rock's XXX is very close. It's a colonia-like scent. Very, very nice. And I'm gonna feel like $1 million after this shave. Well, that's it for today's shave. Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad we got a chance to talk. I'm Major Rich. You'll find me at theshavingcotter.com. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're so inclined. Leave comments of other bits that you find interesting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.